What's buck, everybody? It's your boy President Krump. The cheers, I can hear the cheers. We're back on Krump Inc. I have something I wanted to start and introduce you guys to. We have Bvck History Month. So every day I will be dropping some history lessons, historical things that happen within Krump or within my career, or the things that I just remember that were historical to me.
TightEyex. He is not the self-proclaimed creator of Krump. He is the creator of Krump.
What is Krump? Kingdom radically uplifted by the praise.
Fire. Do everything with fire from right now until the last breath, because there's nothing that can stop you.
I was 11 years old when this happened to me. I did not have a dream, did not have no goal.
Who's driving the machine?
He is the creator of this day.
I will start with this. A lot of people don't know this about ranking. A lot of people ask me about ranking, actually. People in my fam, not because they want a rank, they just want to know the story behind the position that they have. The ranking system goes like this. Before juniors and littles, that was a new thing that we added. But there was littles, but the little would be the big homie, if that makes any sense. Like say little Zero, he would be the big homie. But the number one rank, the highest rank of any fam, was the baby category. You had people with baby names, like the baby name was the most cracking name. If you got the baby name, this was before a junior or a little, a boy, a kid, like it was none of that. It was the big homie and the baby homie. That was it. And you had the lady homie. So the big homie, the lady, and the baby. It was like a Bvck family. But people don't know that the baby had the highest rank. The juniors and littles, that whole thing, even the twins, and they got the Killer this and the K Illa and the Illarilla and the it's always, it went crazy. But it came from just the baby rank. If you had your baby rank, like if you had that little homie with you, you could go to war with anybody. It wasn't like group versus group. It was the big homie and the baby homie versus whatever obstacle it was. So you see the spread of Krump, the spread of names, and it's a whole, like the name is a whole, people fight over this. People will slander you over this. People will turn their back over a name that you get. I've seen this happen. Friends that are friends for 10 plus, you get a certain name, boom, relationship over. It was a strange thing because we got into these fams to stay connected. But every fam has principles. The baby was the highest ranked name. That was like, I don't know how it got lost in the sauce. And I know times change. But when I came up, because it came out of a gangbang culture, like you had the Crips and the Bloods and the baby this and baby low, baby, it was just, everything was a gang culture. We flipped it into Krump. That's all we knew. So as we were dancing, we were looking for that. I was looking for a baby TightEyex. As you had the baby C's and the baby Dragons and the baby, all of the prominent people, all of the leaders, they had to have somebody in that baby bracket. Somebody, and if he was in that position, you already know he's cold. Do not play. He's the shooter. Do not play. And I say it started to change when the new era of Krump came, because more people started to be interested in making a fam. Like, okay, well, that position is taken, so can I have this position? Then we started to think outside the box. Like, yeah, let's make more positions, because you do have, like, if I have Ceasare, it can have Ceasare Jr. So, like, yeah, it can be like a fatherhood passing the name to his son, or a big brother passing on the family name to the little sister, the little brother, whoever. and we made it a real family. A lot of us come from broken families. People in Krump share this. It's this shared story. Something is broken in your life, and then you find that place in Krump, and that's what makes people stay. They don't know exactly why, but that's the God in it. That's why we have to keep Krump pure, because you don't know who's coming to the session. You don't know who needs that. Here, come in the house finally. So we need to have God's principles working in this movement, because we came from a violent way of life. We saw violence. We were prone to violence. We were avoiding it. We were getting into it unaware. Sometimes we were very aware, but it was just a gateway that you could go into at will. So easy. So we created FAMs so we could stay in the house and lab. And if it's more of us walking down the street, we have less of a chance of getting banged on. Or, we have numbers. We're not alone. That's what the fam thing was for. We go out to eat together. We go lab here together. We go to the same school. We go here. And when the juniors, littles, and the twins came in, it came from people asking questions about where they can be. Like, where can I fit in this house? I want to be under you. It was no eyes fam. It wasn't that. It was just, I want to learn Krump. Where do I go? Everybody go to Mama I's house. They used to call it the hyperbolic time chamber. See, I shouldn't have gave you that, but that's another history lesson. We'll talk about that another time. But you bring them to Mama I's house, and then after coming for a few weeks, you'll get something. Who knows if you're going to get a name, but you'll get something. So I just wanted to drop that on y'all so y'all can get an understanding of what you're coming into. Like, I'm baby this, I'm baby this. Do you know how much weight that holds? The fact that you say that, and if somebody gets dropped from a baby position, it's a bad thing. It's not good. It's not good. Like, you were up there, you fell all the way down. If we look at it from the OG status. But a lot of people are not real OGs, so they can't tell you this. Now we have juniors, littles, twins, the boys, the kids, the ladies, the youngs, and it's all good. Like, evolving it, all good. But it came from one bracket. It came from the baby bracket. So when you Krump, when you get inside of a fam, I believe you should start asking the big homies, what does this name mean and where did it come from? The juniors and littles, that was more of a, like if you had twins in your fam, and the twin was the replica of you when you weren't there, or here, do this style. I don't want to battle this guy. You handle it for me. Your twin would do that. The twin, the deuce is just another word for twin nowadays, but same. Me and 50, same thing. That's a double pump. Twin 50, deuce 50. Deuce this, deuce eyes, deuce. You get the point. So now it's more, and I believe now all of the names are equal. All of the names are equal to me. The baby position does not hold the highest rank. Not in my fam. Everybody is on the same level as far as ranking. Dance does not determine ranking. Relationship does. So if I'm closer to somebody, they would move up in rank. It's off of principle, not off of talent, because you see what people do with their talent. They get up there, and then next thing you know, your baby homie turns against you and claiming that he's better than you. It's foolishness. It's an abomination, but it happens. Where we come from, you couldn't do this in a gang. Like, you could not. You would lose your life doing this. But it's Krump, so it has a lighter feel to it, but it has God's principles in it. You cannot show dishonor. Once you get put into a position, if you get dropped, okay. The big homie dropped you from that position, but there is a reason why that big homie dropped you from that position. So because I didn't want to deal with that, everybody is on the same level, and that's how I deal with my fam. And if you see somebody close to me, that's off a relationship, not off of how much get off you could do. I can get off too. I don't need anybody to get off for me. So it's not based off of that anymore. But it came from this one bracket, just one position. And then people were after that one position. Once that was filled, it was over. So now you have many positions. Sounds like God type stuff to me. Started off with a seed, ends up multiplying, and now we can have fams.